So I've argued for Christianity for the whole time. I've given a bunch of, in my opening statement, for example, transcendental argument. He can disagree with all that, fine. Sure. I want to know now what his account of the good is in his worldview.
So you're a very metaphysical guy. That's fantastic. What I'm telling you is that the actions of Christians as an organization have been consistently
What is
wicked.
your account of the good?
And we're not here to discuss my account of the good.
No, we are, because it's in the prompt.
We're not. We're here to establish that Christianity is a force for good. And so you being the Christian, I asked you to define at what point have they failed to meet the minimum requirements of good as a collective.
10 Commandments. You could disagree with that. Now I want to ask, what is your account of the good?
So again, you're trying to get into abstraction and definition.
No, it's
we're arguing about Christianity being a force for good.
The good.
I'm not the Christian. I'm not the Christian.
I know.
So you tried to define on an individual basis your 10 commandments, and then I said, does that apply to the whole?
You're saying it's wrong to commit genocide. On what basis?
Yeah, it is wrong.
On what basis? I agree it's wrong, but I have a basis. What's your basis?
I think it's a silly conversation.
I don't care what you think it's silly or not. What's the argument for why it's bad?
You're asking me why genocide is...
What is your ethical argument for why it's wrong?
Carry on, please.
So
it's just silliness.
So the debate's over. Okay. You conceded the debate. You don't have a justification for the good.
You cannot speak to the facts and the historical happenings, and in the absence of being able to justify, in the absence of being able to justify what has occurred on this earth.
What is your justification?
You retreat to what is in your head,
fellas.
When you step into reality, your ideas,
fellas, allow one another to land their plane so the audience can hear. So again, Marquette, to be honest, your microphone does supersede his a little bit. So when you're speaking and he's speaking, trust me, his microphone is going down and they can hear you, but they can't really hear him that good. So we kind of need the back and forth to go properly. Jay Dyer, just restate the position again.
Yeah.
Or the question.
It's in the prompt of the debate that the good is in question, and is Christianity good? I gave multiple arguments as to why I think that is the case. It's only fair in the last couple minutes that I also asked, because he's critiquing Christianity on the basis of some secular good, it appears. I want to know what his account of the good is. It's a fair question.
That wasn't the question. You just asked me, why is genocide bad?
On what basis?
So now you're asking me, what is good?
What is the good that you're using to measure that Christianity is not good? What is it?
So I'll restate it again.
So he doesn't.
You can keep re-asking the question. It's just a debate tactic. Everyone can tell.
It's not. You're using the good and an ethic. So what is your ethic?
I'm pointing out to you that Christianity is no better a system than any other system.
Why is it bad?
And that is because the fact of the Native American genocide, the transatlantic enslavement.
Give an account.
Monasteries themselves, including
no, he doesn't. He's just telling.
Monasteries themselves have owned slaves.
Storytelling isn't an account.
That's not storytelling. Those are historical facts, and
it's not telling me why your ethic is right.
What is.
So maybe I can bridge this gap.
I think Christianity doesn't produce good.
You don't want to
it's
talk
very simple.
About it.
Yeah, fellas, maybe I can bridge this gap. So, Marquette, when you were stating your question, you didn't feel that his answer satisfied your question, because you were asking a question in regards to, if, Christianity does all of these things historically.
Did you notice my question?
When should we throw away?
You notice my question was about Christianity, which is on topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just trying to debate abstraction, because when you test Christianity in reality, outside of the mind, you test it in reality, it fails.
So okay, I got you, Marquette. I just want to create some decorum for you guys. So, Marquette, your position was, again, Christianity does all of these evils in history. When should we throw away Christianity? When should we throw it out the door because it does all of these evils? He was giving you an answer he tried to explain it before, math. As far as math,
no, not math. We don't need to talk about
math.
Didn't
what
was
actually.
The specific
he
answer
actually
as
never.
To when Christianity fails, and we should throw it away.
Yeah, so he actually never answered. He actually didn't answer that particular question because he said it was fallacious on the grounds of if we think about math. I know. Yep, I know you rejected it. So if we think about math real quick, I just want to try to create some decorum. If we think about math, 1 + 1 = 2, that's a system of math.
Sure.
Got it. So if other people think that 1 + 1 = 17, those people will be wrong, but the system of math would not be wrong. This is why he said that he couldn't really answer the question because the system of Christianity wouldn't be wrong. So
No,
that
that's
was
a
like,
non-sequitur.
okay, so there we go.
No,
there we go. If that doesn't
you
follow,
admitted
then
that you already
then
no.
Marquette, please argue that then.
Yeah.
I think that's a good conversation there.
You admitted that it was a good line of argument.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, it's terrible. You've not made any legitimate arguments. You've only tried to escape to metaphysical ideas.
How is that terrible?
Your religion completely reveals a history of bloodshed and horror. Even those who say that they're Christian, for example.
No account of the ethic.
Listen,
15 more minutes, guys.
For example, why is it that the Christians gave a doctored Bible to the blacks in the Caribbean whom they were enslaving? Well, what's that about?
How about I just concede they were evil?
Those Christians were evil.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Very good.
How does that disprove Christianity?
I never tried to disprove Christianity.
That's the prompt of the debate. Is it true? So you're not going to debate the prompt?
So you heard my opening statement. You heard my
What's
opening statement. And in my opening statement, I said that.
What is the prompt?
Calm down. Calm down. In my opening
You said
statement,
you're not going to argue whether it's true.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm not calming down when you just
down.
got caught. You said you're not going to argue whether it's true.
Calm down. You can rewind to my opening statement. I said,
Again,
is Christianity true? Is not very interesting.
Truly, the prompt
What I
is
stated specifically is that I want to talk about
I don't
the
care what you want to talk about. You agree to the prompt.
I said it in the opening statement,
Is
and you
it
heard
true?
it then.
All right,
You heard it
all right,
then.
fellas, let's just create a little bit decorum because
This guy is very frustrated because he can't deal in reality. He just wants to discuss abstraction.
I got
he just
you.
wants to discuss his
So-
True
fictional
and
book.
good are metaphysics and epistemology. dude.
the prompt, to be fair to both of you guys and also the audience, the prompt is Christianity true? And is it good for all people? Jay Dyer is asking you a question about, is it true?
And you said, I don't care if it's true. That's
No, it's not
against the
true.
prompt.
I don't find it to be a very interesting conversation to have
So
a
why did you
conversation with a
agree to debate
religious
on it?
person, to have
Why
a
did you
conversation with a
agree to
religious
debate it, you
person, say,
goober?
hey, your religion is fake and false.
You're
I
a
mean, that doesn't get us
goober because
anywhere.
You agreed to a prompt. You don't even know what it is.
That's fine. You don't have to talk while I'm talking. So what I'm here to do,
Is
as
it the
I
prompt?
stated, is I am interested in the last part, which is Christianity a force for good?
So you don't want
And
to
then I
debate
gave
the
you
prompt.
all the
So you
examples
are you
that
conceding the
history.
debate?
Calm down. I gave you all the examples that your history is one of
Are you conceding
bloodshed
the prompt?
and abuse of children, women, and men.
I'm not.
So
If
it
he's
is
not
not
going to
good.
debate the prompt, then I
Okay.
can't.
It is not good.
So
So inherently, if we argue that Christianity is not a force of good, then clearly the subtext is that it is
to,
not
I mean,
true.
it's the
to be
subject.
fair,
Not even
to,
doing the
to be
prompt.
fair to both of you, how about we just do this? Because Jay Dyer did have a question. Marquette's answer did not satisfy Jay Dyer. So let's just go ahead and throw it aside. Is Christianity
Well,
true?
my questions
And real
were
quick,
never
I know-
answered on his part.
Yeah, I know, it was. I know you wasn't satisfied either. I agreed.
Declined to answer 3 questions.
I agree.
Why
I agree.
should I answer when you don't want to debate the prompt?
So real quick. Real quick. I think we got a place of we can agree. Jay Dyer, you asked the question, what is the good that Marquette is judging Christianity? Marquette does want to debate that second part, so let's just keep it there. He wants to debate, is Christianity good for all people?
Cooley, did you hear the part? You said, what is the good that I'm judging Christianity on? And I'm saying mass murder is not good.
Okay,
Genocide is not good.
So assertions. Why?
Correct. And the difference is that
Can you make assertions? Can I make assertions?
I hear you, Jay.
You're not
And
hearing it.
Your
You're not hearing
goal on here, your goal on here is to win a debate.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's a debate, and you're saying I don't want to debate.
Fantastic. No, that's really good. That's really good. And my goal on here is to counter the proselytizing that Christians do.
But
So
that's
I
not
know
what
that
this
people
is.
with common sense. I know
So
people
you're
with
not here
common
to
sense.
debate?
Calm down. Calm down.
So
you don't
he's
have to
conceding
calm
that
down.
he's
You're
not
a
here to
Christian.
debate.
Don't you guys have some decorum? Just stop.
Hey,
talking
hey,
about
fellas,
that.
fellas, real quick. How about we stick on one particular point? If we're speaking about is Christianity good for all people,
Right.
I think that Marquette, and you said that that's what you want to focus on. So I'm trying to create some
And I
balance
was
here.
talking, but he keeps interrupting. It's kind of strange.
Why
Okay, got it.
is
Real quick.
genocide bad?
He
Got
keeps
it. So,
interrupting.
fellas, real quick.
And
Let
just
me
like he said
give me
that he's
1
asked
minute, fellas.
legitimate
Fellas, let me
questions.
just get 1 minute for both of you and also the audience. Marquette, you said that you want to debate the second part. I'm the moderator. I'm going to let you do that. Sure. Jay Dyer actually has a question on the second part of the prompt, which is Christianity good? His question was, what is your account for the good? So maybe we can start there so we can get some understanding. Is Christianity actually good or not? Since you guys want to debate that second part. So Floor is yours. Jay Dyer, if you want to go ahead and ask a question.
What is your account of the good? It's in the prompt.
You're asking me to define good.
Why is it bad to genocide on your ethic?
I think this is a stupid question. Like, are you going
So the
somewhere with
debate
that?
itself is stupid. Why did you take it?
No, the debate could be meaningful if you were not in bad faith. If you're here saying, well, why is murder bad? Why is
On your
genocide
system, why is it bad? I agree it's bad.
I'm
but
not here to
why?
argue my system. That's the beauty, is I don't have to defend anything. You're defending Christianity. So what you really should be asking is,
But you have an account of the
why
good.
are Christians engaging in things that are knowingly bad? Unless you're
You have an
suggesting
account,
that
which
genocide is not
You
bad.
have free will.
Are
and
you
humans
suggesting
can
that genocide is not bad?
we have a free will and humans can still sin?
Yes,
So I want to
that's
know. It's a fair
phenomenal.
question to you.
I would
Why?
not debate free will with anyone.
I don't care what you want to debate about. I'm saying that's my answer. You can like it or not.
Very good.
That's
Very good.
not in.
And I'll tell you my answer. My answer is to why is genocide bad? I don't have an answer because I don't have a system to defend. So now,
So then how can you say that it's universally wrong to engage in these activities?
right. Very good. So you're saying that the genocide that occurred under Christians may not be wrong. Is that your suggestion?
No, I'm saying why, if I adopt your system, is it wrong?
You're not adopting my system. I never
I am
said
in
that I
this
have a
argument.
system. I
It's an
never
internal
proposed a
critique.
system. So again, you're
An
lying.
internal critique of your argument.
Creating a
Why
straw
audit?
man. You're lying. I never said I had a system. I've not established.
Everybody has a
any-
system.
I've
What
never
do you mean?
established any criteria.
It's
We're talking about
impossible to not have
Christianity.
a system.
And what we're observing is that
You
your
go appeal to
inability to
ethics.
defend the actual
Hold on.
behaviors.
You do have a
now
system.
you're trying to
You're
go on the
lying.
attack. You cannot
You're lying
defend.
because
So now
you're
you're
saying
trying to
you don't
attack.
have a
It's very
system when
simple.
you
Fellas, one mic at a time. Let one another speak. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
He's
Jay.
saying he doesn't have a system when
Correct.
everybody, he's appealing to ethics and saying that it's bad. On what basis?
On no basis. And now I'm asking
Thank
you.
you. So no basis.
Now I'm asking
he has
you as a
no
Chri-
argument against Christianity. It's
Now I'm asking
conceded.
you as a Christian, do you find that the genocides that have been committed by Christians are okay? Like they're
No,
morally
it's wrong. And I said why? Because humans have the ability to still commit sins and crimes.
Mhm.
There's nothing inconsistent with Christianity about that.
Sure. And if the gospel or the scriptures are saying one thing and then the adherents in an organized fashion, organizing with other members of the church are doing things that are in direct contradiction, at what point do we acknowledge that Christianity can't produce Christians?
It's a no true Scotsman's fallacy to assume that the only true Christians would meet up to some arbitrary standard that you're setting that I don't even know what it is. So within
Well,
Christianity,
I actually thought it was you using the no true Scotsman fallacy,
you can think that,
suggesting
but-
that people are not Christians because they don't meet
I
your
simply said
narrow
I'm not going to
definition of
defend those
orthodoxy.
groups. No, I simply said I don't defend those groups, and I don't have to because it's not my position.
Okay. Was the Byzantine Empire, were they Orthodox?
Mhm.
Okay. Did they have slaves?
Mhm.
Yes.
Were they only black?
I didn't suggest that they were
Oh,
not.
hold
Just-
on. So if
didn't
they're
suggest that they
not,
were
and if
not.
other groups engage,
I
in
think
it,
that's peripheral, actually. So
No, it's
what we're
not,
talking, we're
because-
not talking about black and white. We're not talking about race right now, Jay. We're talking
well,
about.
you came to
good-
the.
No,
You,
one
no,
second.
you argue
No,
that
one
it's not.
second.
It's not good for
Jay,
black people.
you're getting off topic again.
You
You're
argue.
getting off
Why
topic.
are you so dishonest, man? You said
You
in your
just
opening
said they're not
statement it's
black. So now you're engaging a red herring.
No,
You-
I'm not.
you
I'm
were-
illustrating.
Hold on one
that-
second. You're moving the
I'm
goalposts now. You're
illustrating-
moving the goalposts. Jay, I got
No,
you.
you can't even
Calm
talk
down
to
one
me,
second.
dude.
You're moving the goalposts.
I'm no, I'm not. I'm
You
saying
said,
that
hey, these other people are
other
not
groups-
Christians. I said, cool. Are you an Orthodox Christian? You said yes. I said, we're the Byzantines, Orthodox Christians. You said yes. I said, fantastic. Did they own slaves? Then you said yes.
We
And
don't
then
need a
out of
rehearsal. We
nowhere,
already
they weren't
heard.
black. I didn't suggest that they were black. That is actually not
I'm
germane to the
making an
current
argument about
argument.
this. I'm saying
That's
that
not germane to the current argument. So what I'm asking
Okay.
you
it
now,
is if you let me flesh this out. Because
Okay,
I'm
flesh it out.
arguing-
Okay,
Flesh
just
it out.
one
Go
mic
ahead.
at a time, fellas. Go
flesh
ahead.
it out.
Can I flesh this out?
Yeah, flesh it
The
out. Jay.
reason I'm saying that is that not only did they have multiple types of a slave class, including there is such a thing as white slavery, which is
Sure.
yeah, and also there is the African slave trade. So by this line of argumentation, the African indigenous religions that enslaved other trades would also be necessarily false. But you were trying to argue that the African indigenous religions were violated by Christianity. So all of this is based on arbitrary assertions, and it's all ad hoc.
Are you finished fleshing? I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay. So now talking about the Byzantine Orthodox Christians who owned slaves. So you do defend these Christians because they're part of your church, right?
I don't know how many times I have to say this. I can say that it was wrong, but
I'm just asking you because I don't want you to say, well, I'm not from the Byzantine Empire. I'm just trying to make sure that we're talking about a group of Christians that you identify with. That's all I'm asking.
This is a worthless.
You don't have to filibuster. I'm just asking you, do you identify with this group of Christians? It's just a simple question.
Do you realize that like you already lost like 85%?
Just calm down. I'm asking you, do you identify? Okay, very good. I'm asking you, do you identify with this group of Christians?
I just said that I disagree with specific actions.
It was a yes or no question.
Marquette, since your microphone pushes his down, if you could just allow him to at least land the plane.
I said a yes or no question. Do you identify with this group of Christians who are also Orthodox Christian? And then
I identify with all Orthodox Christians, yes, and I admit that they commit sins. So what?
Fantastic.
How does this disprove Christianity?
I'm not trying to disprove Christianity.
Then you haven't come to the debate. Thank you.
Very good. So
you don't care about the
okay.
So again, you don't care about the prompt.
Why do you keep cutting me off? Can you calm down?
Because you're lying about what the prompt is.
Can you calm down? Just calm
Why
down.
are you lying, dude?
Why do you keep repeating yourself? It's like you're scared to have a discussion. Calm down. Just calm down.
If he doesn't care to,
I'm trying to speak to you about the topic.
Hey, fellas, let's just create some little decorum. You guys are professionals, all right? So.
I'm gonna say if he's not, I'm not gonna reply anymore. If he's conceded that he's not gonna deal with the prompt, he says he doesn't care about disproving Christianity when it's the frickin' prompt.
Jay, is the prompt also about Christianity being a good thing? We're talking about Orthodox Christians, and I'm asking you about the enslavement and the ownership of
with saying that all
and the ownership of slaves.
They all do slavery. Was there an African slave trade?
That's not the current topic.
I'm asking you a simple question. So all groups do it.
Topic. That's
so
not the current topic.
And evading an obvious
Jay,
fact
that's not the current topic, Jay.
Okay, so he doesn't want to go there because he knows it refutes his argument.
No, it's because it's just not the current topic.
Did indigenous tribes enslave other Africans?
Not the current topic.
Did they?
Jay.
Just did they?
You know, we all know the answer. It's just not the current topic. That's not what we're talking about.
So this is how dishonest you are. You can't deal with your own history.
Jay, what do you mean my own history? Jay, what do you mean my own history? What are you
so you're not identifying with black people?
What? Are you on topic?
You mentioned
you're
black
way off
statement. How is that not on topic?
Jay, you're way off topic. I know every time we start talking about the actual topic of Christians and Christianity,
did African tribes
want to talk about
tribes? Did they?
What is the relevance of that to the current topic, Jay? I'm going to yield the floor. Take me through the logic. Because it's not unique to Christianity. So it's. I never said it was unique. In fact, I earlier stated that the Muslims have also done this. But
so then it's not a good argument against Christianity. You should see that.
No, sir. No, sir. It is pointing out that if Christianity is a force for good and Christianity is being used to organize evil and the structures of the church, the theology of the church, and the missionaries are being used to engage cultural erasure, commit genocide, and create laws to justify their evil, then we cannot suggest that Christianity is a good force. And this has occurred across all of the dominations.
Other people groups that are oppressed engaged in the same activities, then it proves my line of argumentation that it's not.
No, it just
interrupted me.
Okay, go ahead.
Interrupting when you know you're losing bad.
Go ahead.
If every people group, including your own history and people group, engaged in these activities, then it's a universal human vice to engage in these types of things. So it's not a good argument against Christianity because it would disprove every system. That's why.
Neat. So what I'm pointing out to you is that if Christianity is the force for good, then what is ailing the world or the worldly people should not be preponderant among the Christians because they are supposed to have a value.
No, that's a fallacy.
You're interrupting me again. You're interrupting me.
I'm just telling you that's a fallacious line.
When you claimed I was interrupting you, now you're interrupting me.
So. Yeah, just let him land his plane.
So what you're suggesting is that Christians are no better than any other group.
No.
You're also using the tu quoque fallacy and suggesting, well, they did it too, which that doesn't make it okay or any better. And furthermore, the truth, again, you're interrupting, you have no self-control. And again, the fact of the matter is that slavery in different places was radically different. For example, scholar Leonardo Ariola, who's an expert in African politics, points out that African slavery was radically different than that which was practiced by European Christians, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Americans.
So
that
radically different how?
Why do you keep talking? Wait, why do you keep talking?
Different how?
Why do you keep interrupting?
Different how?
It's almost like you don't want me to.
It's a fair question.
Why do you keep interrupting?
Different how?
Why do you keep
You guys can
interrupting?
have the back and forth, fellas. Go ahead, fellas. Have the back and forth. Do it.
He's just reading ChatGPT again.
No, that's funny that you say that. Because, for example, in the African context, you don't become a slave through birth. Typically, you're becoming a slave by being a POW or owing a debt or being a criminal. It was not racialized in the African context.
Okay. So that's the good slavery.
No, sir. Furthermore,
so it's still evil?
Why do you keep interrupting? It's like weird. You asked me
for an answer. That's the time for the open dialogue. So if you like this video and want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.